white people. Question: what does it feel like to be white? Especially if you're white in America.
Imagine being a race that you're not allowed to be proud of.
Hi, Jeremy. I watched your whole video. I watched the videos you were making in response to comments from that video. And in one response to your video, you said it's socially acceptable to be proud to be black or be proud to be Mexican, even. But you can't be proud to be white. Who told you that? I'm Greek, right? And do you know how you'll always know someone is Greek? They'll tell you, because they're very proud. And as a proud Greek, I can tell you that it is socially acceptable to be proud to be Greek. Here are some examples. Here's little baby Stella right there, the one whose face isn't covered. That's me marching in the Greek parade on Fifth Avenue in New York City. We were very proud to be Greek on those days. Here's a little picture of teenage Stella, little me. And that's my dad. He's the board of directors for the Greek parade. He's very proud. Here's a post I had made on Facebook a while back when Honey Bunches of Oats came out with a Greek flavor of their cereal. I was very proud. Here's a post I made on Facebook because you said you can't post how proud you are on Facebook. Here's a post I made for October 28th, which is known as Ohi Day. It's when the Greeks stood up to fascism and said no to Mussolini when they tried to come into Greece. No one ever told me I couldn't do that. I didn't get shit for it. There's Italian pride. There's definitely Irish pride. But maybe you don't have any ethnic ties to anywhere or anything except the United States. You could say you're proud to be an American. Like, I don't understand why you want to say you're proud to be white. I've never felt compelled to say I'm proud to be white. Because it's not just about race, because you brought up Mexicans too, so it's ethnicity as well. So maybe you're just upset that you don't have any ethnic ties to anything that you can be proud of. But don't get on here with your whole chest and say or act like you are so oppressed because you are white and can't be proud of it. Because that's not my experience, right? Because then you go on, right? You don't understand why there's a Black History Month or Juneteenth or even BET. As far as Black History Month, white people history is celebrated and taught all year round. So that's why there's just a Black History Month. You say there's a Juneteenth, but there's also a 4th of July that celebrates the white people who, gained their independence in this country. And while, yes, there may not be a network called WET, it's basically NBC, ABC, and CBS. How many white family sitcoms did you have growing up? A lot. There's a lot of them. So you see, these things don't exist for white people by name because they already exist. And things were created for the Black community because they weren't represented in those things for a really long time. And Black pride, the way it has been explained to me by other Black people, because I ask questions and I listen and I learn instead of harboring a chip on my shoulder, that pride comes from struggle and oppression and facing adversity. It was a direct response to the horrific racism that Black people faced in this country. And that's where pride usually stems from. Now you, Jeremy, may have, faced your own personal struggle and adversity and, issues in your life, but that's not because you're white. So if you overcame these things, you can be proud of yourself as an individual. But the race as a whole didn't really have to go through that, especially here. And unfortunately, it is a little frowned upon to say white pride or white power. But that's because people that you share the same skin tone with took things a little too far with those statements. Kind of ruined it for the rest of you. So if you have an issue with that, you need to take it up with them, not bring in the Black community or the Mexican community. I hope this explains everything. Maybe take an ancestry test. You can find that you're 2.1% of something, and you can be proud of that too. Anyways, bye.